Microsoft Sam reads Encyclopedia Dramatica. Marriage. Marriage is an IRL meme designed to ruin your life. You get nailed to an annoying Winnie bitch or emo egg for the rest of your life, unless you're smart and in it for the money. History of marriage. Marriage was created at least 100 years ago by a king who wanted some land, but lacked the balls or ability to go out and conquer some. So instead he would marry off his son/daughter to some other ruler so that the new land would technically belong to both of them. Some people would disagree and say that marriage was and is meant as an expression of true love, but those people are usually virgins who have never gotten any, much less been married. That being said, the purpose of marriage hasn't changed much over the centuries, but the practice has. A woman will often see a man with a nice house or a nice car and will attempt to trick the man into loving her. This ensures that the lazy bitch will own half of the man's property, even though she didn't work for it. That wouldn't be so bad for the man. He does get constant pussy if the woman actually did something instead of sitting on her ass at home all day. If the man tries to put the woman in her place, she will immediately divorce him and take half of his hard-earned shit. Dr. Marriage was created as a way to get new shit, and it is still used for this purpose today. What marriage actually changes in people's lives. Sharing/losing your wealth with/to your partner after divorce being recognized by governments during international travels. Thus making getting visas for your partner is easier. You can sue your partner for profit if you can prove being cheated in. Theoretical truth about marriage. The necessity of marriage comes from distrust. Here are some facts. If you trusted your partner, you would not need the protection from the government, so that one can sue the other after breakup. You actually do not need a recognition of your relationship by some authority. Female behavior after marriage. Get fat. Quit job/everything. Stay home all day and pretend to take care of kids. Tell everybody how hard being a mom is. Take the kid to parties to meet other guys and tell your husband you were taking the kid outside. Get fat. Tell your husband you got fat because of the pregnancy. Make child making look like his decision only. Get fat. Cheat on your husband with somebody who tells you you are not fat. The program. Sooner or later, your wife will place you on the program. It may be as soon as your first day of marriage, or even as soon as you are engaged, or just move in. Or she may be happily married for years, and only place you on the program when she gets hungry for new cock. Regardless, you will be put on the program. Eventually. The program has 4 phases. Phase 1, you have no friends. Your woman will isolate you socially. Men who permit their wives to organize their social calendar are setting themselves up for this. Within a short space of time, the only people you will see outside work will be her friends, her family. People who you don't like, don't want to spend time with, and have her interests closer to heart than yours. The warning sign is when she begins to schedule things that conflict with your regular nights with the boys, or your hobbies, and turns on the waterworks when you won't cancel. Or when she simply starts bitching incessantly about those losers you hang out with. She will be especially keen to isolate you from single guys. The married guys are well under the fun and not as much of a problem. Phase 2, you have no money. Your woman will take extraordinary amounts of care and attention to see to it that you never, ever have any spare cash. If you put $20 in the car ashtray, she will find it and spend it. She will make certain to spend more than you make to keep you continuously in debt. The warning sign is when you tell her that you are getting a lot of extra cash from somewhere, and the first expression in her face is worry. She is thinking, shit, I have got to find a way to spend that. Priority 1 is that you not be allowed to keep that money, no matter how much or how little. Lie. Because a man with $100 in his pocket is a man with options. He can go out, he can rent a shitty hotel room for a night. A man with no money can only either be at work or at home. And home is where your woman wants you. Lie. For stage 3. Phase 3, you get no rest. With you safely at home, your woman will see to it that you never, ever relax. She will give you a continuous dribble of annoying, time-consuming little jobs and check up on you to make sure you do them. Possibly around the home, or maybe car trips and shopping. But you will never, ever get a moment to yourself. If she catches you sitting in a chair, just chilling for 30 seconds, then it's bitch time. Final phase, you get no sleep. The final phase is straight out of the CIA torture handbook. Sleep deprivation. This is the money shot, this is the bit that all the other steps were preparing for. Everything else was just to make sure you had no escape. Once that groundwork is in place, once you are cemented in, she can move on to the real deal. To set this up, your woman must be better rested than you. To accomplish this, she will quit her job so that she can sleep all day. She will plead housework, but housework takes half an hour a day, as any single guy knows. As soon as you are out the door in the morning, she will head back to bed and sleep till midday. Then she will see to it that you never get a full night's rest. She will fight until 3 a.m. She will nag. She will nag. She will shake you awake out of your deep sleep phase and scream at you while you are disoriented. She will fake jealousy, wake you and see you had a hard-on, who were you dreaming about, and start crying. Maybe she will sex you until dawn. Sounds great, but if you refuse and plead tiredness, then the crying and the blaming and the fighting starts. After a while, you won't be able to get it up, and she will nag and humiliate you about that. Rule number 1 that you will live by is, if she is awake, you are not allowed to be asleep. Bad enough trying to sleep on someone else's schedule, but remember, she gets a solid 9 hours while you are at work, because you were dumb enough to agree to support her as a spam. You will get 4-5 hours maximum. You will be a zombie all day. Maybe you can sleep somewhere else. Thought go back and reread phases 1 and 2. Because you have no money and no friends, the only place in the world you are permitted to be that isn't work is home. And at home, she is there, ready to give you 9,000 little jobs that she didn't do, while you were earning a fucking living for her to spend, ready to start screaming at you if you don't do them. She will win. After 2, 3, 4, sweet Jesus 5 or 6 days of this, you will agree to anything at all, if you can just get some fucking sleep. The goal. See those pussy-whipped guys? The hand-picked ones? The ones that don't dare put a toe out of line. The yes, cheer guys? Why do they do it? Why are they such pussies? Because they know that, if they so much as have the wrong expression in their face, then it will fucking start, and it will go on, for days and days, until they wished they were dead. The program works. It always works. They use it at Camp X-Ray. They use it in hellholes they won't even admit that they run. They do it to terrorists, to spies, to political enemies. And women use it on the men they are married to. It breaks men reliably. Stronger men than you have been reduced to shells by it. The first sign, the very first motherfucking sign, me. Oh yes, you will be reamed in divorce court, but the reaming will be worse the longer you leave it. Get out. Get out now. Maintaining a happy marriage. Keeping your wife happy. Lie. Lie. Lie and lie again. Trust us, she's worrying too much about herself to worry about you. Keeping your husband happy. Never let your husband get his every last sexual whim. Save a few for when he's pissed off. Did you fuck up the bank account again with a week until payday? Time to let him have that anal sex he's been asking about for 10 years. Bulk it up and take it for the team and you'll find he'll cut you slack. The secret. There is a simple secret to marriage, to maintaining the pimp hand without risking a PE charge. It is this: men want sex all the time, and are accustomed to dealing with that urge always being there. Women only want sex a couple of days a month, but when they do, they want it bad, and they are not accustomed to being told no. Never sex your woman in her schedule. Never give it to her when she wants it. No, it's difficult to do when you are young and dumb and full of cum. But you need to be master of your domain. You can flip the game. All you have to do is to realize what women are born knowing. Relationships are a battle for dominance. You thought you'd meet someone who could be good to you and you'd be good to her and you'd get along and love one another. Sad chance. Not unless you are gay. Maybe not even then. When she says okay, you win. Let's stop fighting to see who's the boss and just get along. It's just another stratagem. Like the scorpion and the frog, she cannot stop testing you, competing with you. It's not in their nature. You will either be the dominant partner or the passive one until the day you divorce. And even after that, if you are dumb enough to have kids. Exit plan. In every young man's life, he'll wait to find himself with his girlfriend acting in a very 16-year-old girl way. Vaguely through the worst hangover of his life, the sketchy memory of asking his girlfriend to marry him in some drunken mad plan to get a sexy drag screaming to the forefront of his mind. There are many elaborate plans to get out of this situation, such as suicide for example. However, a simple, fast and painless way to exit is to upload those romantic movies you made together to Voodoo. Then over a romantic celebratory dinner explain that now you have the deepest love for each other. You have decided to share that love with the whole world, making it a better place for your first wife to live. Ways to get the fuck out of a marriage. Divorce. Go out to buy cigarettes and never return. Kill the bitch. Kill the bitch and her family. Be like Kevin Federline. A hero. Filed for divorce. Killed her and her family. but forged document to make it look like they were secretly in a cult that made them kill themselves. Celebrities and marriage. It has been seen countless times in the media. Whenever a famous actor is accused of being gay, he quickly reacts and finds the most whorish woman to marry. Quickly, they consummate their marriage, usually out of the country. When they come back, the allegations disappear. Score. Tom Cruise is a major offender of this. See also. I got married last weekend. Marry your favorite character online. Alternative, marry your pet. If you get divorced, your wife makes the court have you pay $2,000 a month, but you got laid off, can't get unemployment, have to pay another $2,700 on mortgage, and have no money at all. Then there is only one thing to do.